Night Movies back in the movie room. We got some fun sales going on right now. We have the Kino Lorber sale that's been going on for like a week now. We have the Shocktober sale, which just started this morning. Not that great of prices though, although I will have a one order, but the prices are pretty mediocre. Kino price is definitely a lot better. And then Target has another buy two get one coming up here on Sunday, so that'll be a good one. We'll see if pre-orders are included. They usually are. So that'll be another good one. So I got actually a couple orders here from Kino. Didn't necessarily plan on making two orders totally, but kind of I did. Like I kind of set it up so that I could if I wanted to. You want to be able to get up to the $50 free shipping. And during these Kino sales, you can get quite a bit for your money. Generally, I mean, I did buy some $12 titles, which I don't do a lot, but we'll take a look at what I got, why I got them. Let's get into it, baby. So these are orders that I placed last week. If you order like right at the beginning of the sale within the first few hours, you'll get your stuff shipped out pretty quick. If you wait a few days or like you wait a little bit and they get backed up, and then you're going to be waiting for your order. That's just kind of how it goes. So I try to get an order in very quickly. There was some items that I definitely wanted. This first one is one that I decided I wanted last sale. Movie with a slipcover, and they like up the price of it. I think sometimes they up the price if they sell out of like what they have printed for that sale. So this sale, it was up again for the $10 price, and it showed as having the slipcover, and it is Backtrack, but unfortunately it does not have the slipcover. I did reach out to Kino, and they're supposed to be getting me a slipcover, but I'm not sure like when it's going to arrive and things like that. So I was kind of on the fence about this movie, but I like 90s movies. I tend to get them if they're at least somewhat decent. This one has Jodie Foster, Dennis Hopper. It gets pretty mixed reviews, but did decide to go ahead and grab that one. If I knew it didn't have the slipcover, I wouldn't have bought it at all. But yeah, they are supposed to be getting me a slipcover, so we'll see what happens there. So then these ones were ones that I was really excited to get. So I very rarely buy Kino 4Ks. I don't have many really. I do have a few that I was able to get for very, very affordably. I did get one here. This is a movie that I do have on Blu-ray. If they had like a good just a Blu-ray 4K transfer of this, I probably would have just got that. I don't need the 4K for 80% higher cost. The Blu-ray is usually $10. The 4K is $18. So I did go ahead and pay the $18 though for Bad Lieutenant, which is a Abel Ferrara movie. It's a movie that I do have the Lionsgate Blu-ray, but this is supposed to blow that away. So I was glad to be able to get this. Now, what's kind of frustrating about Kino too, now let's kind of do the pros and cons here. They're offering very solid prices. And they have a lot of movies, and they have good movies. Some of their releases are better than others. I mean, the quality of this one's supposed to be pretty solid. However, their attention to detail, their quality control, they're cutting costs. And here are some of the ways they're cutting costs. They use that Mexican factory for the discs, so you're going to get a lot of issues with scratch discs. Same as Scratch Factory. As far as how they ship things, they used to put at least like one of those bubble things in there. With my first order, they just kind of put them in there. They could kind of roam around in the box. So, of course, the slip covers are not going to arrive perfect. It's pretty obvious that they're cutting costs. Now, yes, this is minor damage. I didn't even complain about it. But, I mean, I did pay $18 for this. I mean, it's pretty... Like, if you bought it from Amazon, it would be worse than that. But it shouldn't have any of that. Throw some bubble wrap around it. Throw some paper, some of that brown paper in there so it can't move around. They don't do that. They're really... It's like they just don't do it. They don't care, apparently. But so you'd get a mint item instead of one with all these little dings and stuff on it. So it's frustrating, but I didn't even complain about that aspect of it. Another one I was very excited to get, and now this is where we start getting into, am I going to pay $18 for the 4K Blu-ray combo, or am I going to pay $10 for the Blu-ray? And how much do I like the movie? How much do I care about having the 4K of this movie? It's not 80% more, like practically double. So I'll pay $10 and get a movie that I was very, excited to get. I've never seen this. I really like Ray Liotta and a lot of stuff he's in. Another 90s movie. Looks like kind of like an action thriller, like a flight type of thing. Flight takeover movie or something. From 97, 100 minutes. Glad to be able to get this brand new HD master from a 4K scan, and getting, like, watching it on 4K isn't going to add anything for me personally. I do have like a 4K setup, but it's it's a budget 4K setup, but I'm gonna enjoy the movie on this Blu-ray. And again, we have the slipcover, which not bad enough for me to complain about. I've seen way worse, but it's just frustrating, Why can't we get stuff in good condition? It's frustrating. Another one I was very excited to get. Now, Kino keeps doing this. They'll release a movie, and then they'll be, oh, this is while supplies last. And then after they sell that for $10, then they put out a nicer version with a better transfer and a slipcover, and then that's $10. And then you're like, what the F? I just bought this like months or a year or two ago. And it's they're playing games with you. But anyway, I did not get this one, thankfully. I waited and I got one with a 4K transfer. I did not get the 4K. I don't need this movie on 4K for $18. I will pay $10 for Blown Away with Slippy Dippy. Jeff Bridges not looking very happy there. He's looking happy there, though. Mixed messages. So this is another 90s movie. We got 1994, 121 minutes. Glad to be able to get this. Might watch it this weekend along with some of these other ones. Again, minor dings on the Slippy, but what can you do? These companies don't give a shit. Can't see that really good. They just don't give a shit. This one I was also very excited to get. This one gets more like, I would say probably pretty poor reviews. Now this one was interesting too because the slipcover, a lot of these for Kino, they'll have the wrap outside the slipcover. This one had the wrap on the plastic and then the slipcover over it. But anyway, it is twisted here with Andy Garcia is somebody that I like to get his movies, and this is a movie I don't think I've even never had on DVD. Pretty poor reviews and things like that, but these 90s, early 2000s movies, this is like a thriller type of thing. I like this kind of stuff. I have a feeling this isn't going to be great based on some of the stuff I've read. Some people really liked it, but I definitely wanted a movie for $9.99. When I saw that this was coming out, I wanted it. This is another Paramount one, too. So this one is MGM, and Turbulence is Paramount, and Bad Lieutenant is Lionsgate. So there's those. What's Backtrack? Backtrack is Lionsgate. Interesting that Lionsgate doesn't just put them out. Okay. So that was my first order. Now, one of the ones I kind of left because I was like, I can get this a little bit cheaper from Buy Two Get One from Target, or if I want to place a second order with Kino, it can be part of that, and that's how I ended up doing it. And I did get, on the second order, I got Brad Dourif in Death Machine. And I believe my slipcovers in this one were a little bit better because there's actually 6 titles in the second order. So the movies aren't moving around quite as much. But this is an interesting one. I really don't know much about this movie. We do have another 90s movie. It looks like kind of a low-budget sci-fi kind of thing. This one was $11.99, so a little bit more expensive. Only a few bucks cheaper than it is on Amazon. It actually has 3 versions. It has a 100-minute version, 122, and 106. So we got the 100-minute US cut, the 122-minute foreign cut, and the 106-minute director's cut. So, interesting. I wonder, I guess, you know, probably the director's cut, but I'd have to look into the different cuts to see which one I should watch. It would either be the director's cut or the longer 122-minute cut. But glad to be able to get that one. Would have been nice to get it for $9.99, but they're, you know, Kino's trying to make their money, baby. Now, this is one that Olive had for a long time, and I was always kind of interested in the Olive version, but I passed on it because of the price. Now I was able to get it for $12 for a version that's, I believe, probably has an even better scan, 2022 scan. And it is Orson Welles' Macbeth. This has a 1948 original version, which is 100, I don't know, one of them's 119 minutes, and then it has the 1950 re-release, which is according to this, it shows that one's 85 minutes. So, and then you got the slipcover, and this just seemed like, you know, something that I'd wanted for a while from Olive, and I don't really, I'm not a big, you know, Olive was not good. Olive, this was one of their, like, signature series, so it was probably one of their better ones. But a lot of, like, just regular Olives didn't have subtitles, and they just didn't put any effort. I guess I shouldn't say any effort, but they didn't put much effort into their releases, even, like, the artwork and stuff. It was pretty not very good, so glad to be able to get a nice Kino release of that. One other slipcover one, we got a Raro video movie, getting, you know, a fair amount of these Italian movies, these Italian movies that are considered kind of classics. We got The Conformist, and I was kind of looking into the transfer of this. People seem to be pretty mixed on it. So disc 1 has the new 4K restoration, and then disc 2 has the 2011 HD restoration. And then, you know, there's special features and whatnot. And the movie's 113 minutes from 1970. So it sounded like people were pretty mixed on what was better, the new one or the old one, which is kind of interesting. So when I saw that they included both, I was surprised, but interesting. So this is a Raro video release. This was also $11.99, so a little bit more expensive. We got 3 slipless, which I pretty much knew. I knew 2 of them would be slipless, so the one I thought could possibly have a slip, but probably wouldn't. For $9.99, I did go ahead and get Will Penny, which is a Charlton Heston Western. Sounds like a really good movie. It says brand new 4K master from HD master from a 4K scan from 1968, 109 minutes. It's Will Penny, another Paramount, so decided to go ahead and grab that one. I kind of wonder why I didn't get this one when it had the slipcover. If it was $9.99, I don't see why I wouldn't have gotten it. So then this one's like a 90s noir. And so I'd wanted it for a little while. I was kind of just waiting for it to be on sale. It went to $9.99. I went ahead and got Thursday here. We got to get these 90s noir movies. This one is from 1987. It does have Aaron Eckhart in it, who I do like. Thomas Jane is decent also. Don't really know. Mickey Rourke is in it. I don't know if he has like a big role, but Mickey Rourke also in it. So another one. Glad to be able to add to the 90s neo-noir collection. And then we got a French movie. This one was only $7.50, so I think it was a good... Was it $7.50 or $8? I think it was $7.50. You know, add another foreign movie, like a French kind of thriller type of thing. I read good things about it, so I thought for that price I would add it to the order. It is Milliards de Dollars from 1982. It's 131 minutes. Apparently it's in color and black and white. There must be some black and white portions. Now, this is from the director of The Sicilian Clan, which Kino put out, and I do have that. The Night Caller, I don't know about that movie. And then Eye for Icarus, which is another movie that was part of this sale, but I believe that one was $9.99. So I said, I don't need that right away. I'm not gonna watch it right away, so I'll just wait. But it sounds like this is kind of a good thriller type of movie. So I was glad to be able to get that for a good price. So let me know your thoughts on my, I think, 11 snags from this Kino sale. I am done with this sale. Let me know. Yeah, let me know what you snagged up. Let me know what you thought on what I snagged up. And let me know your thoughts on these other sales coming up. So, like I said, we got the Shocktober sale that just started this morning. We have the Target Buy Two Get One sale, which is, they're great sales as far as being able to pre-order things at solid prices. Not always necessarily bargain prices, but at solid prices to get them right away. Sometimes very good prices. You can get, you know, your back catalog, you might be able to get some deals on Kinos depending on what their regular price is on Kino. You might be able to get some Shout, Scream factories for very solid prices. So it's something where you kind of got to take a look and figure it out, because some of these things are overpriced on the Target website where you're better off waiting for a sale, and some of them are already in a decent range of price. So then when you do the buy two get one, you're basically taking 33% off that already decent price, and that's where you really get the deals on the stuff that's already out. Or sometimes pre-orders, you can really get a good pre-order price. There's a lot of like Asian stuff, like the Shawscope Volume 3, if that's part of it. That'll be, I think, a little bit less than $100, which is, it'll eventually be cheaper than that, but for a pre-order price, that's excellent. Also, if you have the Target Red Card, you get 5% off on top of that. So you could just get some fantastic deals, worth checking out. Leave me some feedback, and we will see you next time on the PMAC Show, baby. PMAC Movies.